It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning, at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts.
Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Let the community gather up. Good morning. It is Tuesday, July 28th, 8th. We'll see what time Jay Blizzy, Jay Black gets in here. I'm going to make a phone call or send a text out to Sexy Mo, see if everything is okay. We ain't seen Mo in a minute. Sexy Mo, where are you at? Need Mo back. See, let y'all gather up. Y'all running late. I guess I was running like 8 minutes late. Y'all running a little late. Social media seeks justice for Nolan Wells. So much stuff going on in that case, and I know there are hundreds and maybe thousands of other cases with similar injustices that are going on, and we got more stuff. You can't trust anything you're watching. You can't trust the TMZs of the world. You don't know what angle, you don't know who's getting paid to push a certain narrative. You just don't know. So at this point, you try and find stuff out and you see what the lawyers are going to do, what Ben Crump and his team is the next step, I'm just going to repeat over and over again the fact that nobody at the party has been questioned. It's just absolutely the disrespect that goes on. But anyway, we'll have some more fun with the Usher situation also. Usher got curved on stage. He did the pouting thing, but now, they moved on to the next city, and they saw somebody who, a lot of people are applauding because the next woman that got on that stage cooperated. We got Mark Lamont Hill exposing formerly known as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. We got stuff. We got a stepdad. We got to revisit something. A stepdad and his stepdaughter going at it, and doors being taken off the hinges. That's the good old fashioned one, taking doors off the hinges. Going to be no privacy in this house. And I was kind of for that, but the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, we need to have a conversation. I think my stance on this has changed about the taking the doors off the hinges. I think my stance may have changed. I think it just may have. I'm a little sluggish today. I'm trying to get my energy up, y'all. I'm a little sluggish. Don't know why. I think because my schedule's a little different. Miss Parker, good morning. KT, what's going on? Good morning, KT. Ashabu, what's going on, Ashabu? Good morning. Good morning. Waiting for y'all to gather up. See when the guys start popping in here. Guys seem to be a little later than everybody else. So the host with the most, thank you, Miss Parker. I appreciate you. I appreciate Shelly. What's going on there? Good morning, Shelly. How is you? How is you? How is you? Everybody saying good morning to each other. People say good morning. I see y'all gathering up in here. I see y'all gathering up. TP, good morning, TP. TP, my man's a doctor. There you go, TP. Let them know. Let them bitches know, TP. Let them know. You ain't worried about nothing. You ain't worried about that, man. Your man's a doctor. Finest 1215. What's good? What's good? Finest 1215. Got that. Yeah, I'm a little sluggish. Yeah, but just wake up. I'm not tired. Just a little sluggish. Good morning, Tawana. What's going on there, Tawana? TP. Everybody saying good morning. Jay Black has entered the building. Jay Black is in the building. Good morning, people. Today. Did I go ahead? You can take over those good mornings. Did I have that? Oh, yeah. So how was your night, Jay Black? Before I get into this, let me put a mark next to that. I want to see if I'm down.
Good morning from down under, Johnny.
Go ahead, Johnny. What's popping, Johnny? What's going on with the kangaroos? I don't know why I stereotyped it. I don't know.
He said something about his kangaroos yesterday on the show.
Did he say something about that? How was the rest of the show yesterday with
our therapists, our licensed therapist Aisha? Oh, she was good. She can talk. She's good. Like she's very knowledgeable. She can. I like when people can talk. When people can just go, oh, you know what? She'd be a good co-host in Mike Ever Lee. Okay? You know, I need people. But no, she was good. She gave advice on couples and you know, if she said at least once a week at a minimum of 4 hours, couples should find time to spend together with just them. Even if you're in your bedroom together and you closing your door, locking your and you just playing cards. You should find a way to get away. If it's just a little quick dinner, a quick little grab a meal and at the park together. Every week, at least for 4 hours, once a week, you should
4 hours.
At least for 4 hours. That's what
Nobody got time for 4 hours
for your partner.
Where you gonna find 4 hours at?
You got to make time. That's why couples they make it work to be together.
Nobody got 4 hours 4 hours. Oh, you mean a week?
No, yeah, 4 hours a week. Once a week, you should be having alone time with your partner at a minimum of 4 hours for that. Like obviously, if you could do it overnight, you could do a longer day, but at a minimum once a week for 4 hours. You can't commit to 4 hours for your partner.
When do you have time for before? When will you physically have time to set 4 hours if you go to work? And then if you got a family, like when do you get 4 hours just to isolate and be like, oh, we're gonna shut the world off for 4 hours? But God bless. I mean, she's the therapist.
Maybe that's why you single, Mike. Maybe that's because you got the wrong mindset. You don't find
4 hours once a week.
I just knew I was going to trigger you. I knew I was going to say
4 hours. I thought she was going to say like an hour.
No, she said 4 hours.
But that's a part-time job.
I guess there's some science behind it, maybe.
That means y'all gonna have to leave the house for 4 hours or go do something, go to the movies.
She said even if you're in the house, you could just close the door, tell everybody leave y'all alone.
Ain't nobody leaving you alone if you got kids. What the fuck is y'all talking about?
That's what she said. That's what she said. So
somebody's mom or somebody calls on the phone or something. You get a text message from your
leave
job.
Your phone alone. Don't answer your phone.
4
This
hours.
is your alone time. You're off.
And y'all agreed to this in the chat. Y'all was that gullible. Y'all didn't fight back and be like, who got 4 hours?
Nobody fought back. Not one person.
Y'all are pathetic. Y'all just went along with the go along because y'all didn't want to start nothing.
Maybe because they agreed, Mike. Maybe because Miss Parker's happily married. Maybe because Stacey
Parker don't do 4 hours. She don't do a specific 4 hours once a week where it's just her and her man for 4 hours.
K-Day, maybe K-Day and her,
K-Day ain't got nobody.
Allegedly, she got. He said K-Day ain't got nobody.
No, this K-Day.
See, Jay Will said date night is essential, Mike.
First of all, the way the economy is, ain't nobody got money to be going on a date night once a week and spending an extra $120.
That's what she said. Maybe not. You're just closing your door and playing cards. She said black spades or black Uno or something. I ain't never even heard of black Uno. It was black something. She said, I was like, oh, I got to look into that. But yeah, she's even if it's just y'all too. It's important and vital for couples and people in relationships to make time. No matter who you are, make time.
The fuck is y'all talking about 4 fucking hours?
At 8 o'clock.
Ain't none of y'all fight back. Ain't none of y'all. None of y'all said nothing. Ain't none of you. Yes, 4 hours is too. My schedule, the way my schedule is set up, I literally have 2 open hours a day. That's all I have. That's the only hours that don't have
time for your partner then, Mike.
Dog, we got to work within our parameters. 4 hours don't go by no damn fast.
She said that's 4 hours. That is dinner in the movie. The movie's about a couple of hours.
That's what I'm saying. That means you go out. That means every week you spending $80 to $100 for the 4 hour out.
Just giving one example. Let me put this link out because you're
over here living in a fantasy world. What is y'all talking about? Knowing some women, the conversation could be more than 4 hours. And I'm not sitting there for 4 hours burning my eardrums off. Quality time in any way is important. Make the day what you want it to be. But it ain't going to be no requirement of a minimum of 4. Where does magic number 4 hours come?
Yes, KT, be intentional. See, Mike, you're on the island. She said you could cook at home and Netflix, Mike. That's easy.
Ain't none of y'all done that ain't none of y'all done that once a week for 4 hours. Once a week, once or twice a month, yes. Once a week, no.
But you're going to solidify.
None of y'all are doing it. How about this? None of y'all are doing it. Even the one in couple, even the people who are married, none of y'all are doing it.
Come on, LaShawn, and all your friends, LaShawn. I'm sure she makes
none of y'all.
With them
once a week, shit.
I
agree. 4 hours once a week, not too much time to dedicate. But none of y'all
to the
doing
love
it.
Of your life.
You ain't going to milk you. You ain't going to the love of your life. She's still the love of my life. We 4 hours. JB, you didn't know that before to have some type of date night or a long time with your wife, and you don't have to spend money all the time for these. It's J Black and Lady Q cannot close the door and be gone for 4 hours in that house without somebody interrupting them.
The grandbaby did come in last night.
Stop.
We was in the room. Grandbaby jumped right in the bed, right between us. I said, with her lipstick, trying to put lipstick all on everybody.
And what you gonna do? You gotta get out of here. We got 3.5 more hours left. Get your little adorable ass out of here. Get your little center of our universe. Get on out of here, little.
We supposed to close the door and lock it, and just let them knock. Leave us alone.
Y'all, man.
I'm sure
y'all all living in this fantasy world. Quality time is imperative. 2-3 movies can be more than 4. Yes, but we're saying it has to happen once a week. Y'all keep missing the wording. Mike, I think that's the point. You need to make time. If you don't have the time, if you got kids and a family and you can't make up time that you don't have.
That's the wrong mindset. Strong couples figure it out.
Y'all been together for 12 years and y'all don't do it.
No, we've
been, and y'all worked
20 plus years, but yeah.
Married legally.
Yeah, legally.
The relationship over constantly working, dinner, home, movie, and talk time. I don't know damn 4 hours.
A comedy show and dinner is more than 4 hours.
Once again, Jay, these are great ideas that happen once a month. You're not going to do it once a week. Get some realism in you. Get some realistic.
Watch a Netflix comedy special. That could be it, Mike. Right in your house.
First of all, a comedy special don't last 4 hours. A comedy special lasts an hour 20 minutes, mostly, maybe hour 30. So then after that.
So she got a question for you, Mike.
No, I love. You know what I love? I love
your career more.
I love paying the bills for everybody. That's what I love. That's why I only have 2 hours.
He want to smoke.
That's what I love.
Woo! He said, "What's more?"
I'm gonna run out here. I'm gonna go straight to the radio station. I'm gonna be out there. By the time I get back, it's gonna be like 4 o'clock. Ain't nobody home. Let's say I was in a relationship. She ain't home from work. Then I gotta get set for the next day. I've only got 2 free hours. And I understand. I think if you would have said like at least Y'all need to go out twice a month. Yeah, 4 hours. Where did this come from? Once a week ain't that bad, Mike. Sorting to pay which bills can be 4 hours. Yes, like exactly. It can be. So that's another activity.
Got the car note. Got this car insurance. Oh, don't forget the Lowe's account because we didn't charge.
Then you got to figure out some situation. You got to figure out what you're not going to pay. Then you got to figure out how we're going to roll this over. What's the minimum payment that we can pay on this to keep it moving and not get any penalties?
And then a birthday's coming up. A birthday coming up. Oh, who just had a baby? Oh, we got to buy some baby gifts. Yeah.
I just don't like when y'all sit up here and just agree to shit that none of y'all did, none of y'all do, and y'all see it's so realistic, and y'all know it's not in everyday life, in the everyday grind of doing what you're doing.
People got to pick up. I think it is realistic.
No, it's not. Then why haven't you done it? Then why haven't you done it?
I never thought about it to that degree to strategically.
Exactly.
Intentionally.
Exactly.
Make time. I never thought about it. But now when she said it yesterday, I said, okay, Lady Q. Because Lady Q said, let's continue on this vacation high. Like she said when I leave to go to work. She's like, damn, we've been together. It's like, now I gotta get back. So we have to be intentional in order for that to work. And I'm like, all right, I'm willing to try it. Once a week is not a lot, Mike. It's really not.
Try it.
If I know I'm off every Wednesday or every Thursday, we're going to make sure every Thursday we're going to plan something. What we're going to do this Thursday from whatever. That's our day or whatever. Like, I get it. You plan pizza. Do y'all going to try to do pizza every Friday in your household? Do y'all still do the pizza?
Yeah, after I get home and by the time I get to the pizza, it's 8:00 at night. So I eat the pizza. And then guess what? Then it's time to get ready for the next day. I plead the fifth. Though, yeah, I know. Because you don't do no damn 4 hours. Jay, wow, how many bills? How many bills do you?
He said it's 4 hours to sort his bills out.
Well, that's him. That's him.
Yeah, but that was Aisha Holman yesterday. That was.
But I love Aisha. Thank you, Aisha.
No, I'm gonna tell her next Monday. I'm gonna tell
her. What you think? I'm scared of Aisha? You think I'm scared of any of these people we bring on the show?
I'm gonna tell her. Yo, what Mike said.
No, y'all just went along with this little floaty fantasy world. No, y'all just went along with the shit.
All right, Dr. Mike. Look, all right, you got your degree. You got your Dr.
I have no degree. I have a degree in common sense. None of y'all doing it, and none of y'all gonna do it after y'all heard the advice.
Oh God. No,
we'll see if Jay Black keep it real. If Jay Black actually tell us.
It's like that New Year's resolution. I'm gonna try.
Exactly how that shit be working out.
Oh, here go Lady Q now. What she said? She gonna come at your neck probably.
I think 4 hours a week can be a lot for some couples. I'm okay with a date night at least twice a month and an overnight weekend date every 2 or 3. Yes. See, rational thinkers. So
you're not gonna commit the once a week, Lady Q? Is that what you're saying?
Don't get mad at her. Let her speak her mind. Don't try and guilt trip her now. Don't try because she's rational.
Saying, is your work more important than our relationship?
Because she knows how many times you're gonna come home tired as fuck, and the 4 hours is gonna wind up you sleeping, and then waking up at 3:00 in the morning and not going back to sleep. And
this morning I was up at 4. She woke up at 6 to the grits. Gonna say, "What are you doing up? What time is you?" I said, "Yeah, I woke up, couldn't go back to sleep." Look, I started doing with Jay Wills. I started calculating bills.
That's what we gonna do.
You know.
The point is, Michael, that just like your career, relationships take work. You have to put in effort. You can't just work. You have to make. Yes, I understand it, but what I'm saying is, what you guys are saying is unrealistic to do every week, and y'all know it is. Y'all just want to believe in the dream. Y'all know it's unrealistic. Oh, the time is a hug and a kiss, like it felt about 4 hours. All right, Jay, the fuck is you talking about?
He's a new cipher, I guess. He got the joke.
I commit to 4 hours. However, with your narcolepsy and boss baby, that wouldn't last long because that's the realism of life. You guys got responsibilities that are walking around that house, and you're blessed to have the responsibility, and you're blessed to have the blessing.
Yeah, I will nod off. Anytime after.
Of course, you're gonna nod off.
8:30, 9 o'clock is possible.
Anytime,
my body can be like, wait, what time is it? It felt like it was later than that. Yeah, I will. But yeah, that was my night. How was your night? You didn't even say how was your night. Talking about
everything was all good. I ran to the station. I felt a little sluggish because whenever I changed my schedule, Like I'm used to doing a certain thing a certain way. So when I change the schedule, get driving to Philly, doing what I did, everything well. Shout to Freeway. I got the interview Freeway. I'm gonna play it today on R&B. Freeway got a free fest going on. It's amazing that we went from being the dudes that they didn't want in clubs and they had dress codes to keep us out to now Freeway has an amazing event that's in its third year. Let me tell you what Freeway has, this free fest. He has an event that people during the event will get access to free therapy. They will literally be able to talk to a therapist. They will also be able to get a bunch of medical examinations and stuff like that. And Free has survived so much with his kidneys. He didn't know that his whole family. He said, Mike, I had red flags, and I just didn't know that I had any information or knowledge. I had red flags in my whole family with kidney disease, and I had no idea. Like I knew they were suffering from it, but I didn't know it was like something that could happen to me. Anyway, it was great to see the maturity
in Freeway.
Free, and he has a deal with Planes. I don't know, the company Planes, the hats and the shirts, the Planes, super expensive. Anyway, he's got a collaboration with them where he's celebrating the 24th anniversary of his album Philadelphia Freeway.
It came out 24 years ago. Philadelphia Freeway. I did see a post about that,
which is dope that he's doing it. And he has a collaboration with Planes, which is super dope. The hat is crazy, the t-shirts are crazy.
We should have him on here too again. Why not?
We should try and get him back on. And he has he's working with Rock Nation. So shout to him. He's still working with Rock. He's still working with Rock Nation.
He picked the right team. He ain't picked Dane. He picked the right team.
I think the counselor is saying that's a goal. 4 hours, not but that's what I'm saying. Then why ain't nobody ask? Why ain't
He's
nobody
challenging y'all for not challenging? Maybe because they agreed, Mike. Everybody's not like you. Have to have an argument or a debate or challenge a theory.
Well, you're just like me. When it comes to that.
If I agree, I think you should. Stacey Mitchell, do you make time for your husband, Stacey?
No, she doesn't do 4 hours. I can answer it for her.
Once a week to spend intentionally with your husband. Because she has to have a secret to her marriage working. And I'm sure she's not ignoring her husband. I know she go on her trips. I don't even know if he going to Mexico with her. He probably not. But she make time for him, right, Stacey? Right?
No. Stacey did, the magic of the relationship. She gets to do what she wants.
I'm curious. Miss Parker says she make time for her hubby. Anybody, if you just, Tawana's, even if you're not married though, you could be in a committed relationship. Somebody that you're dating, you try to make time once a week. Yep. She said, yep, Friday nights is our night. So there you go.
Is it 4 hours, Auntie? But what if you got a house music night you got to go to? What is there? What there's a party in North Jersey you got to go to?
Maybe she'll flip it to Thursday or she'll flip it to Saturday. She making time intentionally, and she may miss some time here and there, but she's trying. She's not going to do a house gig over her husband.
Of course she would. I've been out with her on Fridays.
And she said, F my husband, F that nigga, spend that shit. She was out there like, F that. That's the thing. All right, where we going today? I know you got some clips.
Let me see if I can do this. This is something that I didn't know was going on. I don't know if you know what's going on. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when I saw it, I said, ooh.
Yeah, I flip it.
I said, can I make this shit happen? Can I make this? This is something that's going on August 1st.
Make sure that everyone is aware that beginning on the 1st of next month, which is August 1st, 2026, a worldwide social media fast will begin. That will begin on that day and go throughout August 7th, 2026. So if you're not aware, that's worldwide. So that is a worldwide social media fast, meaning if you're a human during that period, you should not be doom scrolling on your phone. Put your phone down, as something interesting will occur to this world, or to this matrix, as most of us call it. But the frequency will change. And in order to receive that update to your matrix, right? Because everyone's in their own simulation, you will need to be not distracted by what the media and what the masses are trying to indoctrinate you with on social media. So like this video, spread the word, and make sure everyone is aware that beginning on August 1st through August 7th, put the phone down. It's a worldwide social media fast. Peace and love, and I'm out.
I guess there's something that in order for you to get the deprogramming or you have to do a fast from August 1st to August 7th. Jay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a better chance of spending 4 hours a week with my significant other.
To put no social media for a week.
Because the first thing I thought about was the show, and I said, so what we'd have to do in order, and I was thinking about this. Because I have a lot of alone time and I'm busy at the same time. I was like, we would have to think of topics because I wouldn't be able to get these clips. So we'd have to actually, because I was watching Joe Budden's podcast, I realized every once in a while they'll play a clip every once in a while, but mostly they go from topic to topic and they have to actually discuss it. And everybody has to give their viewpoints. That's why, being part of the team, you gotta be able to get some. Just have viewpoints. But August 1st to August 7th.
Leg said maybe a day, not a week. Leg said I'm good for one day. I can commit to one day.
I haven't seen any other clip except his talking about the social media fast. I don't think he has the support he thought he was going to get. But it's just amazing that if you told people to do that, how difficult, how almost impossible we think it is.
It is.
And it shouldn't be.
Y'all are addicted.
Nothing should be that impossible.
Y'all are addicted to your phones and your social media. 100%. I'm going to say 85% of y'all watching this right now could not do a week. You are addicted to scrolling. Admit it. Say it to yourself. Don't lie to me. How about that? But anyway.
I still got to leave early today, too. I got to leave at 8:15.
Okay, yeah, me too. 8:15. That's funny.
The fuck? So I don't know, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. Ain't nobody doing that. I was like with Auntie outside. I was trying to figure out who led it and why. I was like, okay, what's the goal? What is I always need to figure out why. We just throw stuff out there, but what is this for? What is it going to achieve?
Because there's something
going to help us.
Something to break you out the matrix that you'll only be able to get by doing the fast. So it's something for you to absorb. And I don't know what it is. It's the scary part. In this case, he'll probably be right, and we'll miss what it was. Great idea. Test our attention of intention.
Jay Wills, everybody will fail. 85% will fail.
I don't think anybody. I think if we
ain't nobody get on here saying I can do it for a week. TP didn't say that.
I mean, I could do it for a week. I'm just saying I could do it for a week. But it would. I'd literally have to pay so much attention to not doing it. It's funny because I would be like, okay, make sure I'm just going to my phone to check the weather, or make sure I'm just going to my phone to text somebody. Because every time you touch your phone, you wind up tapping.
You're scrolling. What did you used to do before doing your downtime?
Programming. I used to read books.
Wow, that's a concept, right?
I used to read books a lot.
Wow.
So
let's see what Doc gonna say. Wait a minute. Auntie outside was on and she said it in all caps. She hollered it too. I cannot do it. That's a darn shame to know you're addicted to something like that. I could do fast social media with no problem for a week. Asha,
no, I believe Asha could do it because I don't think I should be scrolling like that.
Queen, I can do it.
How will we be tested though? I don't know.
LaShawn, good morning, LaShawn. They was trying to do a social media fast starting August the 1st for a week, and I said 85% of y'all watching couldn't do it. Y'all addicted to your phones. Prove me wrong. Tell me otherwise. Good morning.
Doc's in the building.
Doc couldn't do it.
No, I do it now. What you talking about? Y'all think it's just the podcast? I've been low. No, I've been in court and all that. Talking to the lawyers. I don't be on Facebook. I don't be on Instagram. No, please don't take this personal. I had to conserve the energy just to make it.
You don't be on YouTube too? YouTube, I guess YouTube.
I haven't uploaded a video on YouTube. I haven't uploaded a video on YouTube. I mean, for research and all that. But seriously, in terms of I used to put videos up. The last video I did for TikTok, y'all saw, that was almost a year ago. Before that, YouTube probably 2 years ago. People keep getting pinched. They keep getting in trouble. They keep getting clipped. Even when I was working, some of the most problems I had was A lady tried to say that I work with. I think I talked about it on the show before. She said that a video I made on YouTube, a speech I gave, made her think I was talking about her, and she feared for her life.
Damn.
Makes no sense. Wasn't talking about her. She literally went to the police and said, "I'm afraid." I saw a video on YouTube.
And you made her fear for her life?
It was just a way to file a police report and then convince the white lady that works here, and even convince one of the grad students to write the same thing. So I was fighting that for a while too. Turned out to be BS, but of course, went to the Philly police. The Philly police was like, "I told her to go to Temple." Like, he ain't know what to do. But no, just getting online and saying what you want to say. I tell people all the time, I've seen people lose their job based on social media. I've never seen anybody get tenure based on social media. Never happened.
Crazy.
My line of work. Nobody's ever said, "Yo, I was in the middle, but they saw my video went viral, so now I got tenure." Like, never.
Jay Will said he get a lot of his news on social media. I mean, that's true though. When you scroll, Mike, you see stuff that you didn't realize. Something to pop up, a dumb that Trump said, or somebody got shot, or a lot of people do get a lot of updated news between TikTok and IG.
Well, that wasn't a good point you just made, because them two things you just named, we can all do without. He just named two things we all need to fast from. He said, "Yeah, Mike, because we learned, we hear Trump, who got shot." I'm thinking, oh man, I do need to fast.
But honestly, when I do hear about something, I do go to TikTok. I put it in the title, and then it turns into, because at this point you can't trust Google.
You're right.
And CNN is so blatantly nothing but the WWE. They're just a setup to make you feel like somebody's arguing in your behalf, but they don't give a fuck, because they go out to dinner right afterwards and they have drinks right afterwards. So that's crazy. But I will tell you this: we talked about Usher. So I reported that Usher story about him getting curved by that girl,
the nurse, yes,
on stage, and I am bugged out. This shit makes me I'm so astonished how women were really mad at her for not going along with being Usher's sex prop on a fucking stage. Like, I don't know where your value of yourself is right now for some of y'all women. I don't know what programming you've been programmed. But the fact that you're mad that a woman said, "I don't want you to touch me on this stage and simulate sexual acts with me," and the fact that y'all tried to come at her, I don't think I like her as a person when I heard her in the interview, but I don't know her. all I saw was the interview. And I should say this: I don't think I'd probably get along with her. Let me rephrase that. Not that I don't like her. I don't think I'd probably get along with her. And who cares if I get along with you or not? But the fact that y'all...
Is it just because how she looked, they just jealous? Do you think it's a jealousy thing?
But I listen, whether it's a jealousy thing, there are other pretty women in this world who were coming at her too. Dog, she's just a pretty girl. Like, I don't know what this astonishing thing that everybody has. She's the pretty.
Fact that she got interviewed by TMZ.
That's the problem.
Well, and we work in entertainment, so... There is something about entertainment that lets you see. I remember Kanye had that line that said, "There's 1,000 yous, there's only one of me." When you're on the video shoots and you're at the interviews and you're at the behind the beats and you're at the club, you start to learn just how common being pretty is, right? Just like Kevin Samuels used to say, there's a difference between being cute and pretty and gorgeous and flawless. Like, there's levels to this. And a lot of people don't know the levels, so they just see a cute or a pretty girl and they do lose their mind all the time. But it is good for people like us who have been around athletes and entertainers and the women that they bring out to know that, it's not that deep that somebody's cute and pretty.
She messed up his damn show. If some... this is what...
Go ahead, LaShawn. Talk your talk. I love being honest.
This is what kills me. This is what kills me. But it's scary. It's scary. His job is to sing. He could have serenaded her and used his voice to respectfully not have to push her back, throw cherries in her mouth, and then lay his dick near her face, because that's what it is.
But
that's what he does.
Read LaShawn's comment, because that's what she said on TMZ.
She stayed on TMZ. She wanted Breezy. Yes, she did. She would have busted it. I don't know what she would have busted wide open.
She said I would have been more into it. I wouldn't have been still like she said. I watched this little.
She said I would have been more into it. That doesn't mean she would have allowed him to lay him back. But just listen to this and stop veering off
into it. I was approached first. And upgraded to VIP, and they don't give you any instructions on who, what, when, where, or how.
They didn't tell you they were going to pull you on stage?
They told me that it was a possibility of me going on stage, but they didn't confirm that until it was closer to time for me to go on stage. And of course, you're getting to go up on stage. Why would I decline that? People are pulling the narrative that I'm in a relationship or whatever the case may be. No one can tell me the reasoning as to why I said yes to getting on stage, but you also don't know who you're going on stage for or with.
I'm going to kind of pick up what you put down there. You said, I didn't know who I was going to be pulled up on stage with. The way I see it, there are two people. There's Usher and there's Chris Brown. And that means that you were banking on Chris Brown and you got Usher, and you would have been more into it with Chris Brown. Am I reading this right?
Me solely, I went to the concert for Chris Brown. It's nothing against Usher or anything like that, but I'm more of a Chris Brown fan than I am of Usher. So of course, it would have been a different reaction with Chris Brown. It wouldn't have been the stiffness or whatever the internet is portraying.
So you after what happened, some of the fans were getting on you, saying you had no business being on stage. I thought your response to them was interesting. You explained that their team approached you and moved you to VIP before the show even started. And then you said, pretty privileges, something you hoes will never know about.
That post specifically was directed towards my city.
Why weren't you into it?
But yeah.
She said toward my city.
Well, I don't even know.
It was directed towards
it wasn't that I was into it. I was approached first.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Or somebody local that she knew, maybe somebody she already had beef with. I don't know.
But it's the psychological fact that people think you ruined it because he can't simulate sex with you. Don't y'all see what's wrong with that thought process? This stranger who you just know as a celebrity, you're mad because somebody did something that the average person in regular life, you would have been like, of course I wouldn't. But because you see a celebrity, you think, so let me show you the one. Let me show you the one that Usher liked. Let me show you the one that played her part. This is the one that played her part. This is what you wanted her to do, so it wouldn't ruin the show for you guys. I'm gonna just let it keep.
She's rubbing on him, and you know she's.
This is what y'all women. This is what would have made the show great if you'd have just allowed him to do this to you.
Played along.
This is
too much.
No, here come the cherries. Here come the cherries. Here come the cherries.
You gonna stand over? Mike dropped. What happened? Mike was playing too much. Let me play some of these comments till you come back. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I've been so desensitized. Unless it's like, you know, some Nolan Wells stuff and all that, there's so many viral stories. I was already thinking about how she needed to just, you know, change her name online to Breezy Queen. Like you said, start getting these interviews, 1,000 to 5,000, depending on what she says. Do the Charleston White Chitlin circuit, see if you can go viral a couple times. I was even thinking about the concert. If I was in charge of the concert and this was the top story, I'd have her right at the next gig. I'd have her brought out as a surprise guest. The whole place go crazy. I'd be playing Michael Jackson, The Girl Is Mine, with both of them on stage. Had them do an impromptu performance. And then her and Breezy go on. Man, it'd be crazy. They could do like 3 of their hits. Usher could do Let It Burn after she leave them, whatever. Like I'm already there with it. Everything's about clout and currency and attention. So I'm looking at it like, man, please go get your money. Do the Hot To It girl. Just do your thing.
The Hot To It girl.
I'm saying go get your merch. Go get your money. When you have your moment, make the most of your moment and keep it moving, because this is probably the most attention she's probably gonna get in her life. She got a good 4 weeks to do it. Maybe she'll end up in a Tubi movie.
So this is the ending part where he's gonna lay his dick right on her face. That's what y'all wanted. And y'all don't understand how crazy it is that y'all think that, my friends, is what you should do when they bring you on stage. But then you want to turn around and ask us to respect you how? But then you want to do, just don't take me to Cheesecake Factory. Bitch, you just had a stranger put cherries in your mouth and lay his dick on your face. Y'all don't want to deal with that reality. Y'all don't want to deal how the programming has got you to think that is your worth. That's your worth. And it doesn't matter if your mom's in the audience. It doesn't matter if your man's in the audience. It doesn't matter if your cousin's in the audience or a younger cousin that looks up to you is in the audience. That's what y'all want. Play with me if y'all want. You can't demand respect in this, and you can't demand respect every time you get to talking and then let somebody put cherries in your mouth and lay his dick on your face.
Yeah, LaShawn responded to you.
Actors and actors have to do their jobs. You're not an actor or an actress. They get paid for. That's part of the show. That's part of the show. Mike, stop. No, you stop it. Understand what you're asking. These are just civilian people in the audience. These are just audience members.
Doc said I gotta take my camera down. Mike talking crazy.
Yeah, go.
These are just audience members. My bad, Doc. I mean, but these are just
no,
audience
my phone.
members.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you at all.
Like, this is crazy how y'all just really literally want to justify this nonsense.
And that's
you saying she wasn't an actress? I'm sorry, I missed that one line.
Nobody cares about the fit.
I don't. About actress.
What y'all don't understand is I don't care about 15 minutes of fame. What I care is that y'all really believe that your job, and if you decide to have some self-respect for yourself and decide to say, I don't want you to do that, that you guys go killing her.
They brought back the Usher. The lady, they brought back the Usher.
Be careful.
I mean, I remember that. Remember the big chick. Remember the I won't say plus size. What's bigger than plus? Well, the multiplied size woman. She was like, I was with Usher, and then the whole thing about the bumps. Yeah, that. Dag, let it burn. Took on. Yeah, hey.
Oh, she hollering at you now.
Pretty privileged. You hoes can never.
I don't care. That's the problem. Don't you get it? That everybody knows is part of the show. So y'all have normalized it. Y'all have normalized people's daughters getting on there. Y'all have normalized a man that's damn near 50 years old pulling out 20-year-olds to do that to them.
Even Keke Palmer.
But then, if a person does that in real life and dates him, y'all be like, yo, what's wrong with Mike? 55 years old dating somebody who's 20-something. I know
she
his
took
wife.
A picture with Usher's wife. I saw she posted a picture with her and Usher's wife.
I wonder why she goes along with y'all. Can we keep it real? Why she goes along with it? What choice she got?
When she saw her in the VIP area before she got pulled, and she took a photo.
She could leave.
What choice she got?
You talking about Usher's wife?
Yeah, what choice she got?
Jennifer, what's her name? Go Choeche? Somebody let me know how to say it. Raymond.
I don't want to see all that at the concert. That's what Auntie, you're outnumbered. There's a lot of people that want to see that.
Because it's the same old program, the same old boring routine that we've seen for 25 years.
Go, Doc. She has every right to not be compromised.
I told you, I don't know if you saw, I told Jay I would have had her on stage at the next concert. With Usher and Breezy singing "The Girl Is Mine" by Michael Jackson and making it a whole thing and just keeping it going. Because if she gonna leverage it and probably have T-shirts that say "Pretty Privilege" and all this other stuff in the next week. If I was the concert promoter, I'd be like, "Yo, let's just make the most of it." She want a cloud chase, give her some tickets, fly her out.
It just makes it worse because it makes it more acceptable for the young girls who are sitting there who are 17 and 18 and 16 years old, and it just puts them in a situation. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
She said,
well, that is the problem. The people having these, I told like the Haktua girl, people having these moments for all the wrong reasons, but that is what's happening. People are just using their little 15 minutes. They're getting their little money. Some people do the Charleston White and stretch it for a couple of years and really make a career out of it. And that's kind of, and even Cardi B. Cardi B was like a forerunner with, reality TV moment turned to a whole career. And everybody's looking at that like that's the normal thing and that's the way to go. And that's why Baddies and Love Island and everything is like not just a reality show, but a platform to success for a lot of people.
I got a bigger problem not with the 15 minutes of fame. I got the bigger problem with the artists who have made 30-year careers off of this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bobby Brown got arrested back in Georgia.
Natalie Nunn
for stuff like that. Y'all already know I have no parts. Shaking my head. The scope. They scoped them out in the lobby.
Oh yes, they do.
We gotta do it. BBL. I don't know.
Why can't hear Jay?
Because Mike did the whole something with the dropping in the clip. But Asha, if it was Jeffrey Osborne, I should get accosted on stage. She gets seduced.
And the thing that y'all don't get, the thing that y'all don't get is that the progression of it. It's what leads to these girls being the prop on the stage, to then being a prop at the after party, then being a prop in a hotel room with a group of other women, then being a prop of then getting yes. See, y'all don't see the progression, the little web that they get y'all women in. They give you all the attention and they bring you right in so you can get used up, ran through, and tossed to the side. And before you know it, you just the victim that's sitting there going like, what happened?
And you remember Tawana, our very own Tawana here, she's talking about when her daughter went up there with Chris Brown on stage. They said she was classy. So I guess you can get pulled up on stage.
My daughter didn't do that much of Chris Brown. My friend said she was classy.
Classy.
She had an LOL at the end.
I don't know. I don't know. What's classy mean? He just humped twice.
Hold on, I'm jumping in and out because I can't hear Jay right.
Marvin Gaye, etc. been doing it. It's Janet, Destiny's Child, Tiana Taylor. God bless. So it makes it right that white people have been racist the entire time. What I'm saying is, so because it's been going on forever.
Wait,
and you don't realize that these women shouldn't be used like that. I was given the opportunity to be one of the paid dancers at 2 of the shows for Usher and Breezy. So it's not random, and she knew. She just didn't want Usher. Simple. And
ain't nobody asked you, Tanisha, to get on stage. Shut up. I know
Usher just messing. Auntie, I'm with you.
I'm playing TP. Don't get me. Equal TP exactly. So stop it, Mike.
So LaShawn stop what?
She want all the smoke with you.
Because she doesn't like anybody like any other human being. She doesn't like the fact that there are things that we've engaged in this society that have partly been what has destroyed society, and we enjoy it. And when somebody points out some shit that you enjoy, that is ridiculous. That is literally set.
Is it a fantasy for the women though? Is that what that is all about? The fantasy, right? The women to think that could be me with Usher. I could be on stage. He could be seducing me with the cherry rubbing. Like, is that like the women's? Is that like their escape? I think that's what he's going for, right?
Yeah. There goes the escape.
All right, I'm just. Random Rick said if she would have spent at least 4 hours with a dude, she might not be there. She was intentional in the relationship. Progressive Mike cracking the yeah.
You are now doing the most. Wait, LaShawn, I'm doing the most, motherfucker. That's the normal. First of all, you're talking about something you don't even know about. That's the norm. That's the norm. They made those chicks famous that were getting run through now. We made Superhead famous. That is the progression. Yeah. That's exactly how they get them. They get them to the after party. They get them to the tour bus. They get them to the hotel suites. That's exactly how it goes down.
After the show, it's the after party.
Yeah, I believe you, TP, because I know too. Yeah, we've done shows with people and with their management and their production team, and they say, "Yo, we need to find a girl." I used to set stuff up. All right, I put somebody in the front, so I know that this is all coordinated and scripted for the most part, and the women know what's going to happen. Like LaShawn is saying, how they both drop.
Yeah, I gotta clear my tonight. I gotta clear a bunch of stuff out because that's what it does when I got too much stuff.
I woke up and I chose violence today.
You chose getting used.
Uh-oh.
When you celebrate that, you give them the green light to keep doing it. When y'all applaud And y'all keep going, oh my God, it's so sexy. And y'all don't want to deal with what the destruction of it is to young women when y'all really don't want to face that fact. What the hell are we talking about? Y'all all over the place trying to prove your. I'm staying consistent. Man. You're the one that's all over the place. I'm staying totally consistent on this. It's no different from being at a party and some random man wants to start humping and grinding on you as the song comes on. Boy, bye, you are not sweating on me. You're a stranger. The fact that we have literally just allowed this to go on forever and nobody sees the problem with it until it's your daughter or your wife or your sister or something like that.
We're not going to be this holier than thou, Mike. Every chick was in the club letting people grind up on them when reggae came on.
Not every chick was.
85%. You know,
I'm
Mike,
not going to say 85%.
But we knew what it was.
God bless. And you met the person and you were talking to the person and all that good stuff. And because everybody did it doesn't mean it's something that shouldn't be addressed. I'm never gonna get used because I'm not signing up for that shit. But you're co-signing it. This is what I don't get. If you're not signing up, then you know there's something wrong with it. You just admitted right there, I'm not signing up because you got the common sense to know I'm not gonna get used like that. You just proved my point.
She said, Mike, you were one of those Negroes back in the day. You wanted to be gyrating on the chick. Stacey Mitchell said, I was. She admit, yeah, she was like, oh, I feel, oh. She was dancing. She felt something and kept going.
But my whole thing is for society to not applaud her. You would have thought women would have been like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. If you don't feel like having somebody grind on you, you have the right to the fact that y'all actually came, y'all victim shamed. And I'm not saying I know behind the scenes what she's looking for. I'm saying the act itself. I'm not saying her personal, how she's handled it, all that other stuff. Just off of what happened before you knew about her, before you heard her speak, y'all victim shamed her. Said, this bitch, she should have never, she knew what she was in for. She should have never got on there.
Yeah. I see both sides though.
Ain't no other side.
It's good people on both sides. It was good. It's good people on both sides. All right,
let me see before I get out of here.
Damn, it's 8 o'clock already. Yeah, we got 15 minutes.
Yeah, it goes by fast. We get to running our mouths and arguing about some shit. So when I was telling you about this particular case, Nolan Wells, and talking about we don't know where we can get our information from. Mm-hmm. One young man had to start pointing out TMZ's shadiness. Yes, but women or men can make choices. You don't have to go to the after party. Okay. Here we go. This is the guy talking about
Nolan Wells' friends talking about him and talking about him possibly being dead while they were on their way back to the mainland from Horn Island. This is all because of some audio that we got from officials down in Mississippi. This audio is a call that's being made from the boat that Nolan's friends were on. So after they're on Horn Island on July 4th, at the end of the day, about 4:30, they decide they're heading back to the mainland. And the owner of that boat, or the grandson of the owner, who's driving.
Oh no! If you don't just get to it, go ahead. Here, good.
Oh my God!
Anyway, they played a clip, and this is.
Oh my God! The Nolan and Izzy dead part is up to interpretation. What doesn't make sense is why would they, if they had something, if there had been foul play and something happened to Nolan or someone did something to Nolan on that boat, why would they be talking about it loudly while he's on the phone to a tow company?
Because they were drunk and because somebody just died in fucking front of them. And something happened in front of them that they've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just weird How you guys have the why would they do? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Who cut you the check? Like, who cut you the check? Why would they say this while they're calling a toll? Because they had never seen somebody die in front of them. That's simple. But it's just weird how TMZ has been.
So they're trying to spin that narrative to
exactly.
I guess, yeah.
And I'm trying to find the one person who did it a lot better than what I just did. Let me see if I can find it before I get out of here.
So and the guy was like, "Well, maybe because they're teenagers, they're drunk, they're this, they're like, drunk? Yeah, you know, like you said, something traumatic just happened, so they're not thinking, oh, let me be quiet and cover this up. Is naturally you're drunk, you're gonna talk about it. Yo, what the hell? Yo, what the? Is he dead? Like, yeah.
Pump his chest. And then the version of the phone call that they played, Jay, they had the music behind it, right? So there's another version where there's no music, which they have access to. They have access to the clearer audio. But white woman Nancy Grace, she has access to it. And this is the audio that they didn't want to play because it would be a lot, even though it's still difficult to hear, it's a lot easier.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
So we'll go to the beginning again.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come?
Now, TMZ obviously had that without the music in the back, the whole music. They had that. And it's still not crystal clear.
Yeah, true.
But you can get what they're saying. They're yelling Nolan. Oh my God. Somebody else don't die. And y'all want to act like, oh my God, we can't. But y'all want to play the most difficult version of that, which at its best is difficult to hear. But y'all want to play the version with the music in the back. Yes, Stace, I'm on the radio this morning at 10 o'clock. All right, so is there anything else before I go that won't take a long time? Oh, and this is the one I needed to play. This is the one I needed to play because I need to get to the bottom of this. If y'all think everything going on right now in this world is something we can't get to the bottom of, this is the story. I'm gonna explain to y'all right now. This is the story. Don Lemon had the lady on who did the clear recording. It's worth watching to get better info. The recording still has not been authenticated. So either way, we still don't know shit. But even if we don't know this, KT, LaShawn, we need to get to the bottom of this story, because the story that we need to get to is we saw the video, but we don't know the intention behind this video. And nobody has come out to explain this video. Nobody has come out with any details on what was the conversation before this activity that I'm about to show you. And what was the conversation
after. So when Mike pops back on, he's going to play that video. Lady Kim, trying to see what you sent. He's back.
All right, I'm back. And what was the conversation after the activity? And this is the one that we need to find answers to. We need to know what exactly went on. And here it is. I need you. What happened? Was this a setup, Jay? Was the man driving the boat in cahoots? Was the man driving the boat navigating this to make this happen?
For those who don't know, that was me and Lady Q on the water, on the snow, not snow, whatever, the water tubes.
Yes.
And she fed me to the sharks, as they say. She intentionally knocked me in the water. Yeah, that I thought that was intentional, Mike. I thought it was intentional. I think the drivers know what they're doing. Because I think
so too.
I was literally chilling like, yo, she way over there. Ha ha ha. I lied it. I'm just enjoying the scenery. I literally was. And then out of nowhere, oh, here she coming closer. She coming in hot. Okay. I had no idea.
But it was like somebody went like this and just pulled and was like, how did she wind up getting that close to you when y'all were that far apart?
They must have a way.
They have to
have a way.
They have to. Dog, y'all was nowhere close. I'm gonna mute the music, but there was nowhere. Y'all was nowhere close to each other. Sometimes with the music. Now watch, y'all right there. Now all of a sudden y'all kind of close right there. Now y'all spread. Y'all nowhere near each other. Y'all nowhere near each other. And then all of a sudden, it just rams into you.
Intentionally. I'm convinced.
I thought that was AI. That was real.
No, that was real.
That was real.
That really happened.
That was Jay Black being sabotaged. Now you hit the water face first. Did you panic at all? Were you good?
Well, I do have anxiety, Mike.
That's what I'm asking. Because if you're not like I would, because that reaction when you hit the water like that, like I've been in that situation. And because there's a wave going on, so you're hitting face first into a wave that's going
upward, right? Up.
Yes, so you're swallowing water.
Pause. Yeah.
Yeah. Pause.
Yeah.
Oh no! Full screen. This is hilarious.
Look, there's waves, and they did that on purpose, y'all. They did that on purpose. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that was just coincidental. That the waves just did that.
Saxophones getting louder. Okay, go ahead.
That's what I said. I should have said, yeah, like it's coming. It's coming.
You guys are all good right here. Watch, it's like somebody pulls her. No, somebody pulls.
You can't pull. There's a big distance.
No, he did something on the boat. Something on the boat. Watch this. She's gonna
maybe he
all of a sudden.
Maybe he saw the distance and maybe he swerved to the right. Look,
he swerved.
Like he did.
He
swerved. Right. He did that on purpose.
You lean with it.
You cracked the
swerve. He swerved on that boat to bring her back. That wasn't no accident, Jay. That wasn't no accident.
That was what I get for getting a massage. I love my full body massage.
That's exactly it. She set that up for that full body massage. You talking about? I got excited by mistake. Like, yeah, well, you gonna drown today,
Doc. No, I was saying this part of you can't control. See, here you go. I know. Stop bringing.
He said you can't control the full body massage. You can't control your arousal. So then he's telling his wife this. Yo, that's amazing. Then he said, I need to do this when we get back home. I need to do more of this. I need to do this once a week. After he said he got aroused. And guess what happens after you say something like that?
Aroused.
You did. You said you did. This is what happens afterwards.
Pause.
Say aroused.
You did say it.
I was trying. No.
With a shirt that says cream behind him.
With a shirt that says cream.
What is going on? Pause.
No, it's kind of
pause. like a puppy dog. Pause.
So this is what you choose to do at the end. I'm thinking you're going somewhere. We talking about Nolan Well.
I thought. I said I'm upgrading. I said I'm ready. All I saw was bang, flipped over on the tube. I said
I gotta go to work, y'all.
You
I'm sorry, Doc.
got
I
15
gotta go.
minutes to talk about Nolan Wells. I know you was talking about Warren. Where's Warren at? I sent Mike those clips. Mike was trying to understand.
I watched the YouTube. I was trying to understand.
You think it's him though? What do you think it's him in both clips?
It could be. I think. I mean,
that's a unique nose. Even the guy was talking about his nose. That's like
it is
Steve Martin and Roxanne. That nose is. That nose knows no boundaries. Shout out to Jay Black shirt. That shirt. That nose. My gosh. But if it's him, I was just curious to know what the people thought, because that will blow the case wide open. They play that in court.
So what are you talking about? Explain for somebody that just might have just tuned in. Like,
there was this video of people, being racist and karma that was put up 2 months ago. But to me, the face in the video looks eerily like Warren Hudson, the dude talking about he's Nolan's best friend, but he's on the video calling some black guy, Mr. Rance, N-word and everything else. I don't know too many people look like that. Even that freeze frame you got right there. So did they ask who he was and found out?
No, when I saw the YouTube, it went back. They were just staying on basically the premise of the YouTube thing.
I know the guy with the beard. I know he's famous for saying, who is he?
He wanted to find him simply because of the racist remarks that he said on the dude's I wonder
if he found him. I should look into that. See,
he put his name out there. He put his name and all that other stuff. He found a thread. He had a thread account, so he did find that. But I was trying to figure out. I said, "Is this the same Warren?" And he said there was a part of Mississippi, and then I saw something else where he was from that part of Mississippi.
Wait, he said his name was Warren?
No. He didn't say.
I'm about to say.
He said the name on the thread. It definitely wasn't Warren.
It wasn't Warren. Okay.
It definitely wasn't.
But I saw Katie's sister was the girl. Katie's sister. She's been going hard ever since that interview where he was like, Nolan stayed with Katie, and Katie can confirm it. And Katie's sister came out and was like, y'all ain't about to do this to my sister. Like, let me tell you what we're not gonna do. Katie was like, I saw him in passing. But you took my keys and my phone and left me. Mm-hmm. Even if I did get back with somebody else, how was I supposed to let y'all know I was back? How was I supposed to catch an Uber? How was I supposed to get in my house? This is one aspect of it. There's so many levels.
There's so many levels to when you have so many people trying to cover up and trying not to be the person.
Yes, Warren's
catches
mom.
the brunt.
That's Warren's mom.
Okay.
Responded to a YouTuber, and with all these messages. Roll Down's a real name, yeah. But yeah.
Is a big cover up, as we all know.
My son did not ride out with him, nor did he come back with him. The boat that Nolan was supposed to get in on Wyatt's boat. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna try to say this the best way I can say this. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna say this though. I'll say things that are a public record. I won't say I was a focus or at any time part of any FBI investigation. I will say that I have faced felony charges in my life. I will also say you don't talk and you don't do interviews and you don't write stuff down, because they tell you the first minute everything you say can and will be used against you. So when you see posts like this is the naivete that comes from privilege and being rich, and just you don't get how the game goes. You don't say this much stuff because you're going to be charged to remember this much stuff. And if something's different that you say later than what you said, now you look crazy. You dropped the bottle of beer. What time? You didn't effed up, right? So the fact that people are doing multiple interviews and putting multiple long form posts up, it's not good.
He's literally saying he's giving an eyewitness account on that podcast, and the eyewitness account itself, just by an untrained eye, isn't consistent. So just imagine, like you said, this is why they haven't questioned anybody.
That's the crazy part.
They don't want to question anybody.
Zimmerman, what was it, 70 days, I think, before Zimmerman got arrested? We're back here with it. Go arrest somebody. Because if you put him in a room for 24 hours, one of them probably start talking. Oh, I got a good one, Mike. This is the most basic one. He said the next day. This is what Warren said in the interview he did with Officer Tate. So I call him Officer Hate, last name himself. So he was like, the next day. This is Warren talking about Nolan. He said the next day, we were like, he still didn't wake up. Didn't wake up. If I don't hear from you, Mike, I'm thinking you were busy. I would never be like,
he didn't wake up.
He didn't wake up. Then he says, then we got the call that they found his body. Anybody familiar with this case knows they didn't find the body the next day. Remember? That's why they said they searched the next day and didn't find anything. That's why it's so suspicious that later on the body popped up on the same island that they had the helicopters and the drones and everybody out there searching for. So he didn't even have the day of the announcement of death right. He said the next day, we were wondering, did he wake up? We were trying to hear. How would you be wondering if he woke up if you had his phone? You wasn't calling the parents saying this because the parents was saying they had trouble getting the phone and the keys from you. So you saying you didn't woke up, you was calling. Who was you calling if you had his phone? Then you said you heard that they found his body a day before they actually found his body.
Make it make sense.
And make it make sense that, let's just say, they don't think you did anything. If you were there, they're going to ask you what happened. Even if you're not,
he said 30 people were there. He said 3 boats. Remember, he had a whole other
3
boat.
boats. And the fact of the matter is, and I will say this, it's on somebody's phone what happened.
Oh, yeah.
It is in somebody's cloud what happened. It is somebody that's going to take whatever warrant or is going to take whatever you have to do to get evidence when you go to trial. It is in somebody's phone what happened. And what Doc said, you don't want to sit down and talk to them and actually question them because you know the folding is going to happen immediately. And when the folding happens, this is the problem. When the folding happens, it's going to show what the justice system, how they handled it and all the shit that they didn't do that they should have done. Because once somebody snitched, somebody's going to go, yeah, but why didn't you guys? Then they're going to be under the microscope.
Accessory after the fact.
Even down to the coroner. Did you see what Cash Flow, his latest freestyle about the coroner?
Oh, the medical
and that
examiner.
really gets me. Meet Stacy Turner, chief medical examiner in Mississippi. Out here telling a lot of lies. Why she won't rule mysterious black deaths as homicides? Starting with Trey
Pause it
Reed.
Pause it real quick. Play the whole thing. And y'all talk about it because I got to get out of here, y'all. I'll be on WRNB at 10 o'clock. Go ahead, y'all.
Gotcha.
College student hanging from a tree on campus. She labeled suicide, but that's sus to me. Black men don't hang themselves up on trees. Or Shannon Wilson was still a child when she labeled his death by accidental drowning. His family don't agree at all, bro. They claim white youth threw him in the water. What about Damian Cameron? Treachery. Lost his life to the sheriff and the deputies. Autopsy showed trauma and blood for certain, but she labeled his cause of death undetermined. And we know this game all too well. Now fast forward to Nolan Wells, only black kid on a whole boat with his set of friends. And despite the insurmountable evidence, somehow they ruled accidental drowning, no signs of foul play. The fix is definitely in. Is it Stacy Turner or Stacy don't turn the evidence in? Like, I'm just saying. She under scrutiny, but she need to be under investigation. It's like we don't stand a chance. It's time to put body cams on EMT workers and ambulance. Is Mississippi playing games with us still? Since the days of Emmett Till. Stacy, we know something ain't right. But remember, what's done in the dark shall come to the light.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
When I saw that, I was like, damn. So this coroner, they need to investigate every piece that she said was undetermined or accidental. There's something more going on. And they still haven't released those findings, which they should have within a certain amount of time. I don't get it, Doc. But
I don't get why. Shout out to Umar Johnson. Anybody, Donovan Minister, Farrakhan, anybody who's been told that they talk about race too much. Even when the guy Truth, remember the guy Truth was trolling us that day?
The Truth, yeah.
No, the fact that people act like we doing too much when we just having conversations. We ain't got no kill list. We ain't talking about going on the corner with shotguns like the Panther. We ain't talking about going on the steps like they did to Ronald Reagan to make him change the gun laws, the Black Panther. Like we're not the African Black Liberation Army blowing up. We ain't just talking about it. Trump want to ban the books, take down the pictures. Like that's the part that baffles me. It's like, so for real, we can't even have a conversation about what used to happen, even though it's still happening. That's wild. You got people like this ruling children's deaths, and I saw that one the white woman that was breaking the baby's limbs in the baby unit. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that story. It's like a viral story. The white woman was breaking the baby's limbs. Like stuff like that happens all the time. And I'm arguing with people that look like me sometimes, and they're like, that was over. That's a long time ago. When you talk about that,
racism don't exist. You need to get over
like,
it. It was
wow,
a long time
bro.
ago.
So you provide.
We can never move forward if you keep talking about it. That's what they say.
I'm saying, but that provides cover for people like this. Now Stacey Turner could do what she got to do, because you got people even within our own group that's like, it's not a thing. So now she's like, oh well, then drowning, suicide,
no
hanging. I ain't outside too. A black man gonna go outside on a college campus
and hang himself,
beat himself up first, and hang himself. No, I'm hoping that a movie comes out, because I remember with the Central Park 5, a lot of that stuff was public, but when the movie came out, something about drama and cinema, people wanted their head, and they were shutting down people's book releases, and they was coming for people. So hopefully, because this is beyond Tubi. This is. But yeah, accessory after the fact. The judge is the mom is the number one suspect. They called their parents. You saw when the boat was going down, they said they called Jerry, the guy who owned the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did Jerry already have a conversation with the sheriff saying you don't got to go out there? Really? Because from the call we heard, they were requesting help. But then suspiciously not help from the National Guard. Remember, not the Coast Guard. He's like, what's it, the Coast Guard? No, you guys said, wait, what? The boat is sinking, but you don't want all the help you could get? And even my man TMZ, dude, come on, brother. Why would they have a conversation on the phone? Like, are they experienced killers? Because that's the only people who would, even Warren's mom is talking too much. So unless they did this before, then it would make sense to be like, yeah, y'all know the drill. Y'all know what it is. Like the gangster rappers be talking, y'all already know. Like, no, they're kids, or they're teenagers, some young adults on a boat, and something bad just happened, like Mike said. Why would they be saying, yo, everybody, code 3, attack formation, like Tupac? Like, what? Like, we don't know how to move in this situation. And who knows who he's on the phone with? If somebody was calling their parents, they might have thought they're still putting the fix in. This is the call for the alibi. This is the call to find out where to take the boat. This is the call to the judge mom, right? This is the call to the owner of the boat. They might have all just been working together and not really worry about what they were having conversations about in the background. It was business.
It was business as usual for Jerry, and it wasn't
not his first rodeo. Yeah, not his first rodeo.
Allegedly, on that boat. This is why they canceled the tow. Yeah, and call your sheriff friend. Yo, they good. You ain't got to go up there.
Yeah,
sheriff.
We got it.
We got it. We got everything under control. Good old boy.
But even the whole tracking of the boat going to the dock and then going back out to Horn Island, and the boat traveling back, like this stuff is not gonna be easy to get around in court. And like you said, like Mike was saying earlier, so much stuff is recorded. Even with the whole Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk thing, they keep popping up. Here he is in Dairy Queen. Here he is not on the roof. Here's the boy that looked like there's a lot of cameras out here in the world right now, and I think, like Mike said, half the things that have been recorded, we haven't seen them. We haven't seen the phone records. They were acting like they didn't know Katie for a little while. I heard one person say that girl Katie, and then it turns out they all been cool. They all been going to school together. They know Katie. Don't act like you don't know Katie now. But no, I think the whole notion of we tried to get him on the boat. Then he said, I said, get the F on the boat. Well, see, that's what somebody said, get the F on the boat. And then even somebody was saying, that's the way you talk to your friend? Like, I'm a grown man. That might have caused the problem. If we was on vacation and had no issues, and you just looked at me and said, yo, Phil, get the F on the boat. I'm like, whoa, bro, what we doing? White people yelling at black people to get on a boat. I'm not even going to go there. I can see why he's hesitant.
And then did you see his mom is getting for her profession? I guess she's like you said, she's a nurse, but I guess a lot of YTs and people are complaining, doing bad reviews for his mom. Like she just lost her son, so they basically giving her business a bunch of bad reviews, saying how she's horrible and 1 stars. Now I don't know what she did wrong, but they're coming at her mom now. I guess because she's trying to find justice for her son. I don't know if you saw that. I think this is somebody talking.
I didn't see this one. This is revealing a culture
where you're seeing racist white people review bomb Kristen Wells. For everyone who don't know, that is the mother of Nolan Wells, who passed away in Mississippi. Their review bombing her.
So basically, a bunch of bad reviews. We don't recommend her, 1 star. Like people that ain't even went to her, and it's hurting her business, obviously.
Well,
so
they're not gonna have a normal life at this point. So I mean, they're gonna pretty much have to live off whatever civil settlement they get. You know, hopefully, like Trayvon thing is in the millions. They could advocate. They're gonna have a foundation in his name, and unfortunately,
you think they're going to win money? You think this is going to work out?
Even when the people don't get justice in the criminal court, like with OJ, they still can get a civil settlement, a wrongful death or something, right? They can sue the boat company. They can sue somebody. They're gonna be some money, a few million. You usually do something and some donations, you know. But I'm just saying, most people's normal lives, they're difficult to pick up their normal lives, at least right away. So for the next few years, it's going to be court and it's going to be media. And honestly,
she got to give up her. She got to give up her profession, her practice.
Maybe, I mean, temporarily, that might be the best course of action. Just trying to go to work every day while you're in the spotlight internationally is not going to be the easiest way to go about, pursuing justice and keeping your peace. And sometimes when the spotlight's on you, you just got to get out the way. That's the phrase in the street. Sometimes you got to get out these people's way. When they
if that's conceding, if that's giving in.
Public Enemy called it the anti-N-word machine. They had a song, when they get you between the evil good and the mean, or when they get you in that effing anti-nigga machine. Once they got that crosshairs like Public Enemy symbol on you, Mike Tyson said he had a deal with Pepsi and Coca-Cola. But the minute they decided he was a monster, they crumbled and crushed all that. Word to Kanye and his billion. Once you get in the sights, Kyrie Irving, once you get in their sights, 99% of people who have been in that position, they say it's better to get out the way. Because the other ones didn't live to tell about it, whether it's Malcolm or Martin or Fred Hampton. Or like once they get their sights on you, you're better off doing whatever you could do to at least get out the way for the moment. I'm not saying concede anything, but be strategic, because they will destroy people. And you don't want some crazy person showing up at her job either, because that's the next step. It's not like it's to stop at trolling. If that's my lady and I'm reading comments and I'm seeing they know where she's at and where she works and they know where we live, at some point, we all got to hunker down and bunker down and like just protect the family we got left. They already killed the baby. I'm not going to let them kill my wife too. And they're going to do, if it happens, they're going to cover it up. They're going to say it's accidental death. They'll probably say she killed herself in the office because she was depressed.
Stress and
all of that. I'm saying, you got to know what you're dealing with out here. And I always say to people, like, this is the most sophisticated, evil killing machine in the history of the world. They will kill you. I mean, I don't know if y'all been reading the Epstein files. Like, they don't care if you're a baby. They will abuse you, use you, take you out, violate you, lie about it, and the whole time act like black people are the problem. While they drinking blood, burying people, having sex with babies, allegedly, whatever else in the Epstein files, they will do all that and act like we the problem just for trying to grieve and seek justice. That's who we're dealing with. People that will go to a grieving mom and wage war against her in the midst of her struggles, probably prior to the baby even, having the funeral last week. Like, and I said it the other week. I said women should be weary of being alone with men. I'm a man. I have no problem saying that. I'll tell it to my daughter. I feel that way about my sister. If I see a woman with 5 boys, I'm usually like, whoa, I hope they all family. Even then, y'all really want to talk? Because it's usually not a stranger. People don't want to talk. That might be too.
People shouldn't have to live like that, right?
They shouldn't. But the reality is, Like I said last time, if my daughter goes on a date with you and you grew up with my daughter and y'all was both since the sandbox, I'm still gonna give her my number and I'm still gonna give her $20 because you still a dude. No disrespect, but we gotta acknowledge the reality of what members of your group have consistently, historically, overwhelmingly done to members of my group. Me and you could be cool. But you're still part of that group. You might be one of the exceptions, but I'm still part of this group who every day is being murdered, beaten, raped, molested, violated, harassed. Like we're not gonna ignore the reality of our identities and our group politics. But when it comes to race, somehow it's criminal to apply the same standard. If you have lynched us, eaten us, enslaved us, sold us, had breeding farms, sex farms, made wallets out of our skin, used us as alligator bait, if you like, at what point do we be like, you might be different, and I'll give you the opportunity to be different? But on its face, group to group politics, when I see you, you might be one of them, because a lot of times the ones that aren't one of them don't stick up for or don't turn in the ones that are bad. Y'all moving like the police out here.
And they complaining about the the repast. They was dancing, so white people was saying it ain't no funeral. Like I guess because
they're cultural. They don't understand second lines. They don't understand it's a celebration and it's about the living, not they don't. Black church, white church, man. They supposed to come out and eat a cracker or something and walk out all solemn, but they solemn on Sunday too. Like what? But that's been the problem, applying their standard to us. That's how we end up with skin bleaching and jerry curls. Because their standard became our standard. So we looked at our hair, we looked at our skin and was like, oh, we got to change all this. Now we Soul Glow, Sammy Sosa, when in reality, we just not them. They not like us. But that's the part nobody wants to admit. Like, some people do it with gender. Men and women are the same.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. What was your thoughts on this? Tuskegee? The university banned the bonnets and do-rags and bedroom slippers in campus. What like if Temple did this? What are your thoughts? Like, is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Like you just said, is about accepting who we are. So if I don't do my hair and I just wear it naturally and it's an afro, is that I don't know, like what are your thoughts on these being banned?
Well, I'm with the dress code. I am with the dress code because honestly, I remember back in the day they had etiquette class. Men wouldn't want to go anywhere without a hat, even during the Great Depression. Men would have like one quality suit, one wool coat. They might have saved up a year and a half to get on layaway, but it made a statement. It was like, being a gentleman, it was a way to reaffirm our humanity as men, walking straight, taking off our hat when ladies passed and having a nice wool coat that we might have, used for 30 years. There was something about our fashion that was part of our liberation and our struggle and affirmation of our humanity. And I think nowadays we have to question whether that is who we are or not. Because even when you watch Good Times, you ain't never even seen Florida Evans when she's in the house all day walking around in the house in bonnet.
In the bonnet. No, or Thelma. Thelma had a scarf before? I can't remember. Oh, he froze. Well, maybe I get his thoughts tomorrow because I was curious to get his and Mike thoughts on that. If it's a good thing or not, and y'all thoughts. Stacey said it's a good thing. Bonnets are not who we are. When I was on the plane, it was a black girl in front of me with her bonnet. Her girlfriend was right behind us. They couldn't sit together, but the bonnets was out. As we walking through the airport, we see the bonnets. We see the group of 4 to 5 young black girls, my peoples. They all got their bonnets on, makeup. You could tell they with the sweatsuits on. They're about to get done up. Bonnets are everywhere. So I say be who you are. I embrace who you are. I know this is a heavy debate, but we gotta go. I gotta go. Yeah, I got a 9 o'clock meeting. I'm still here. Doc, I got a 9 o'clock meeting, Doc. I said, we'll try to get your thoughts on this tomorrow. I gotta go. Just end with a final word. Darn it, I need a final word. All right, be who you are. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can only be that. I'm gonna end like that.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth